Hello, dear Judith. Thank you so much for taking the invitation for this short video. How are you?
I am well, and thank you so much, Marina, for giving me the opportunity.
Yes,
So thank you for that.
this is the first time that you're gonna be in Macedonia.
I
And,
know, I know.
unfortunately online, but it's still something. So
It's what we have. It's what we have, and so we take, make the best of what we have.
yes, I was inviting you to be a guest trainer for online on Zoom for the master practitioner group.
Right.
And we were talking about to do the topic about modeling because that's actually one of the most important things how everything starts actually,
It
the
is. It is.
NLP story. And you as a first lady in the NLP, I'm very thankful that we're going to share the modeling topic with you. So maybe we can say shortly what we are going to do about why is modeling so important.
Um, I would say that from my perspective, NLP has two big pieces. And one of those pieces is the presuppositions of NLP. That's the heart. I call that the heart of NLP. To try to remember the map's not the territory, and try to remember that people really are positive. Try to remember I have all the resources. And I think that's the heart. The spirit of NLP is modeling. The reason any of us did whatever we did in the beginning, John and Richard and later Steve Gilligan and Robert, myself, and many, many, many others, and you,
Yeah.
was to create models of excellence, human excellence, and to create models which other humans could share, to be able to describe that discovery in such a way, arrange it in such a way, give it a form in such a way that was not content bound, because the content is just the beauty of life, but formally what we can share as human beings from that level to model out. So, an example is the meta model. So let's, Richard and John modeled out patterns of language. So those patterns occur in every language. It doesn't matter what language we speak,
Yes.
because it comes out of a form called us as humans. So the spirit, to me, NLP is the spirit of modeling. Why do I learn these skills? Why do I, practice these skills? Is because I'm modeling myself. I'm bringing awareness to myself to model what's working in what's not working. Where am I finding bumps and doubts in my inner landscape? So that I can model that and go, wow, look at the patterns there, and have awareness of it and the tools to shift it. So that first time a practitioner steps into a problem and then steps out of the problem and begins to describe what happens there, they're modeling. They're learning to model their own behavior. And when they step back into a resource, this is what I would like to have in my life in this moment with respect to this problem, and they notice what's there, and they step out and describe it, they're modeling. They're modeling first from first position, and then they're modeling from meta position. So modeling is a spirit to me that is the string that goes all the way through all the NLP training in a way. We just don't think about what we're doing necessarily as modeling, but we are.
We are doing that actually in a daily
Yeah,
life.
you are.
And maybe we are also we are modeling each other, but maybe we're not conscious about it.
Absolutely. And we're modeling each other. That's exactly right.
So we're gonna learn actually how to do that, eh? Something like that.
Yeah. So, there's two major pathways, and we'll talk about those two major pathways. One is how we use our instrument called our body to model from others. And one is how we use our observational skills in order also to model. and that idea of how we can self-model, I think, and that relates to self-leadership.
Yes.
You know, there's a kind of flow of modeling. If I think about something like the Disney strategy for creativity, that was a model that Robert captured out of conversations of old, interviews that people had with Walt Disney, where he was describing his own process. What are the patterns that can be taken through that excellent process and utilized by any human being? We all have an imagination. We all have the ability to make a good plan. We all have the ability, for God's sakes, to criticize ourselves and others, right? So we know how to do it.
It's also useful.
It's also useful, right? So that, you know, then you have this form that's modeled out that can be shared with others. So, you know, who or what would I want to model in the world? What would be intriguing for me? What would I be curious to kind of see if I can unlock some of the success factors in that, in that person's way of being or way of thinking, or the kinds of actions they take? What, not to be them, but go, what opens up in me? What potential gets awakened in me as a human being that I can bring forward? Yeah.
And I think now we need that so much also, as you mentioned, the Disney strategy, we need the dreamers again, because we are in this era now. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think
to model each other.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So many conversations that I'm having from around the world, Marina, is about how can we bring ourselves up a level? You know, how can we kind of come up and go, it's an open moment. I was just talking to my friends in Greece, and we were talking about the last letter of the alphabet, and the last letter of the alphabet is the omega. And it's not about it being the end of the alphabet, but it's the open O, which is open to the future, open to a new possibility, because the rest of the alphabet came from a different culture, really, Sumerian.
Yes.
That this was the first really Greek letter. And so it's not about closing, it's about opening. And this is our time to open.
Yes.
Whether we would have chosen to do it this way or not, it's the ability to take advantage of what we have in this moment to really bring ourselves up to a higher, more human place, I guess. Yeah.
And that's so beautiful. Something what I don't have, for example, the way that I'm doing, I can enrich myself by modeling you, by model other people that are already doing it. So that's why modeling is the most important one.
It's absolutely is what are we learning from each other? So when I step into your shoes and you have such a beautiful ability to connect in the world, and I go, I want to do that more easily, and I step into your shoes, Marina, and then something wakens in me. We share our superpowers with each other. You know, we share our superpowers with each other that way, and it brings the whole field up as well as the individual. So enriching. Yes.
And so we already started. That's how everything started. Because of the situation now, we are more connected. We can learn from each other, and I'm so thankful to you that you're gonna be part of a small group in Macedonia, but we're gonna try to spread it and share with the people and start something beautiful together. So I'm so thankful to you, and I will see you in few weeks. On Zoom again.
That's true. That's
after
true.
the beautiful Christmas.
First, and you'll be having
your Christmas and then my Christmas.
Exactly. We'll just have a longer Christmas celebration. So
yes. So thank you so much for you. The day just started, and enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you soon again. Thank you so much,
Marina, and you have a good rest. And hello to all those master practitioners and practitioners in Macedonia and beyond. I hope to see you there.
Yes. Hope to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.